All right, guys. Jay here. This is SmartHelping.com. How's it going? I've got a personal finance template that I've built here today. It's on the more simplistic side as far as the normal models I build that are often, 10, 15 tabs, for commercial applications and startups and real estate, joint ventures, all sorts of things. But this is still something anyone can come in, anyone can plug in their numbers and figure out how rich could I get. And that's the key to this model. And it's really about, honestly, it's a discipline tool. And all we're doing is saying, we've got months going down here. Here's your year count. And over the course of 20 years, how much money can you earn and save? And so there's some simple assumptions. We've got income growth, expense growth, investment growth. You've got your current cash in the bank, your annual income, your income tax, and this is really an effective tax rate. So what that means is take a look at your annual taxes paid, self-employment tax or medical, Social Security, income tax. Look at the total amount of that paid in 1 year and divided by your total income for the year for earned income, and that's basically whatever this percentage is. Um, it could be in the 20s, it could be lower, it depends on how much your income is, but somewhere around there usually is your effective rate for all taxes. That's income plus, I'll put a note on it so that should include income tax, Social Security, Medicare. If you get a refund, you'll have to look at I don't know if you have annual tax stubs to see how much you've paid in theory, in total taxes less your refund. And then that will be the number you divide by your income to get the effective tax rate. Um, Annual cost of living. This does not include your taxes for income and all that. This is, living expenses, mortgage, food, all that stuff. So you have to add all that up for the year. And you have a starting investments amount, and then how much of your savings each month you're going to invest. And then some advanced features here I've got is after your cash hits a certain number, you can then start investing more. So you might not invest as much early on when you don't have as much and you want to build up a savings. And then once you build up your savings to some defined amount here, then you can start investing higher. And you can see in our charts this little notch you can see right happening right here where we start investing less. And it's more dramatic if I would, let's say, drop the initial savings rate or raise it to 50 and then put it to 95. So now you can see you're saving more and more, and now you're investing more here in like year 2 or so, and your investments will start to grow faster after that. Now it's compounded growth, so if after 20 years of that, you can't really tell that much here, but there is a difference happening. Then so it grows faster after you start investing more, and you don't invest quite so much into your cash savings. So it's a nice, just kind of a mental model, a discipline model, and you can see each month here you got your starting cash, income for the month, income taxes, living expenses, how much you've actually saved, which is just your income less income taxes less living expenses. Then you've got your investment amount, how much of your savings. So here we made, $12,000 minus income tax living expenses of 8,200. So we're saving 42, and we're going to invest in this case 50% of that in which is 2,100. We're also going to apply some investment gain logic here. So at the beginning balance is essentially taking this annual growth rate of investments and getting the monthly compounded rate that equals this annual rate. So we can see that by month on average. So the amount invested is going to go up by that percentage, the monthly compounded rate that equals this annual rate. You have any investment amount is your beginning plus the savings that you invested plus any gains, and then your ending cash is just the beginning cash plus the total savings less what the amount of savings you invested, and you have ending cash and then total cash in investments going down here. So pretty simple tool. You can actually just, if you download the template, it'll be on smarthelping.com. I'll show you where in a second, but you could download this. You could copy a second version and put your actuals in here and see how your actuals compare to the model over time. But if you do, plug in your assumptions, if your numbers are pretty close to your actual situation, um, then this is what should happen in theory, assuming general market returns. This is probably this could change a lot in the short term, but over the long term, usually that's the long-term rate of the S&P or the overall market growth rate. And then we have our ending cash position. So this is showing you after 20 years, here's where you are. And you could also see, over whatever month number in the future, where you might be. And you could set this up at any time. You could update it monthly, do whatever. It's just going to give you from a set point in time, given your starting assumptions and these growth rates and other assumptions, where can you grow and how long will it take. So I thought this is a cool personal finance tool. Really, it's just about teaching discipline and forcing you to look at your key numbers that will affect your wealth at a pretty high level. And you've got essentially savings and investments in a job. So most fits what most people have, and then you just decide, how much do you want to have a discretionary income each month? How much do you want to invest of that? Well, if your investments grow at a certain rate, how much do you have over time? If your income, you think you can grow your income faster, what does that look like? So you can adjust all these assumptions and see what the end result is. If you want to download the template, you can go to smarthelping.com. I would probably put this in, so it's not really a commercial, business template. It's more of, I'd probably put it in a personal finance bundle, which, do I have one? Let me see. Let me look at the pre-configured bundles. We have, where to put this thing? Maybe under, man, I really didn't do a personal finance category. Well, I know I did like loan repayment stuff. Let me see what I did with that. So lending, like home mortgage stuff, mortgage savings. Oh, I didn't put it into any bundle. It's just standalone. Okay. Well, I could probably just link it, and the financial models tab lists everything. I'll just link it at the bottom under just more helpful tools, like just its own spot, non-categorized templates. Oh, and you can see there's like the new home savings planner. I should probably do a bundle for personal finance, honestly. We got mortgage repayment with extra principal, multiple loan repayment planner, new home savings, own versus rent, pay off loans or invest, retirement planning. Yeah, like these things probably should be in their own bundle, but for now I'm just going to have it here listed individually, and it'll be $45 one-time fee. If you want my help, I do work for all kinds of clients, large, small, rates $75 an hour, and I can build basically anything. I've been doing this for over a decade. My key specialties are industry-specific financial models in just anything, any business, brick and mortar, what have you, digital. A lot of SaaS and recurring revenue business models and real estate models, joint venture, waterfalls, and then all sorts of things, accounting tools. So check it out. If you want to support me, look at those. You can get everything I've ever built with the Super Smart Bundles, $4.99. And yeah, that's all I got for you. Oh, I guess template discounts. So the cart system will automatically, when you add to cart and purchase, it'll take you to a downloadable link. It'll also email you the download links. But if you buy a certain number of templates, the cart will automatically apply these discounts. Alrighty. Well, like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.